today let's start the grooming session. This grooming session contains 4 questions, and you guys as participants have to choose any 3 of them and speak at least for 1 minute for each question, and try to add your personal experiences, personal story to each question. So without any further delay, let's start with our first participant, Khabib. So Khabib is not here. So let me check the another participant. AC, air conditioner. Hello, AC.
Ma'am, I want to give my lead to someone else. Just I am busy for few minutes.
Okay. Okay, anyone who wants to participate in this grooming session
Yes,
and
yes. My name is there. First
yes,
question.
Khabib. Okay, Khabib, as you are here now, you can proceed with your questions. So you know that there are 4 questions, and you have to choose any 3 of them and speak at least for 1 minute for each question.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, you are perfectly audible.
So I have to choose 3 questions among the 4 questions, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. 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 First of all, a very good afternoon to everyone present in the VC. And secondly, I think I need to thank the host for conducting this wonderful session for everybody present here. Okay. So I would go with the questions one by one. Okay. So the first question is.
Hello, Pradeep. First of all, I'd like to request you to increase your volume if it is possible.
Increase what, ma'am? Volume.
Increase your volume. Yeah, volume.
Ma'am, am I audible right now? Is it okay?
Right now it's perfectly audible. You're loud and clear, and you
Okay,
don't have
ma'am.
to
Okay.
go. Please go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So I will hold the mic a little bit closer to my mouth. Then I think it would be perfectly audible. Okay. I will go one by one question. Um, okay. So first question says, okay, what does peace of mind look like in your daily life? Okay. So what does peace of mind look
Hey,
like in your daily life? Am I audible right now, right?
yeah, now it's all right. Go ahead.
Okay. So what does peace of mind look like in your daily life? Okay. So if I talk about me, I would say um, peace of mind is peace of mind for I'm talking about my perspective. So according to me, I think peace of mind would be if I have set some goals for the day, or if I have set some objectives for the day, if I am able to even achieve even 50% of whatever I set out to achieve in a particular day, I think that is good enough, and that is I think peace of mind for me. Because what happens is that many days people actually set out create a to-do list and create list down everything, 10 tasks, 15 tasks, and they don't achieve even 1 or 2 tasks. Then I would say, okay, let's say even if I achieve 30%, 40%, let's say 50% of whatever I set out to achieve in a day, then I think that is peace of mind for me, because I have worked towards achieving my goals. So I have answered the first question. And okay, so the second question is it harder to say sorry or to forgive? Okay. I would say, based on my perspective, I would say it, it is, I think, harder to say sorry, because when somebody says sorry, because he has to first of all reconcile within oneself that he did a mistake, he committed a mistake. So this kind of self-realization, you question yourself that whatever I did, was it right or was it wrong? So this kind of internal self-reflection you have to go through. So I think saying sorry is much more difficult than forgiving somebody. So if I talk about me, I would say that forgiving, I always forgive others, because I know we are all humans, and humans commit mistakes. So I think forgiveness is is a virtue. I think everybody should forgive the other people and should not hold any setbacks against somebody. So I forgive people very easily. And coming back to the point, okay, saying sorry. Okay, so sorry, being saying sorry is much more difficult than forgiving somebody, because when you say sorry to somebody, you have to question yourself. You have to do self internal reflection that you committed something wrong or you did some mistake. So this kind of self reflection and answering. Um, Questioning yourself that you did some mistake, that's why you are saying sorry to the other person. So that is actually much more difficult, especially for me. So I've answered the second question as well. And okay, so the third question is, how do you believe confidence comes from success or from self acceptance? Okay, I think yes, confidence definitely comes from success, uh, and or from self acceptance. Okay, so based on my opinion, I think confidence definitely comes from success, because whatever success you head out to achieve, whatever goals you have, and when you accomplish those goals in the set period of time, it actually it creates a mindset, it creates a pattern, that you have much higher potential and you can reach out for much bigger goals. So I think yes, with success, confidence comes, and with confidence, I think success comes. So they are both directly proportional to each other. So as the confidence increases, the success increases, and as the success decreases, so that directly means that your confidence level is very low. So if I talk about, let's take an example, right? So whatever successful people we have in India, or let's say in the world, to give an example, let's say Mr. Jeff Bezos or Mr. Elon Musk. Okay, so you would find that in their speeches that they are the most confident people. They are the most confident people in the room, and that is the one of the reasons that they are the most successful people. On the other hand, let's say take another example of Mr. Trump, Donald Trump, or maybe Mr. Modi. If you hear the speeches again and again, you will find that they have a common element. The common element is that they are very confident people within oneself, and that is the one of the reasons that they are successful. So I think there is a direct correlation between these two. And coming to the second part, okay, self acceptance. Okay, I think yes, self acceptance is also important, because you need to know your own limitations and what are your boundaries. Okay, what is your limit. So I think yes, definitely you should challenge your limits, you should try to cross your boundaries, but you need to be reconcile within oneself, that whatever, let's say you did one mistake and you committed some kind of fallacy, or you did something wrong to somebody, then you need to have this kind of self reflection and self acceptance, that I did something wrong, then I need to first of all accept within oneself that I did this thing wrong, and second thing, I need to rectify the mistake. Okay, whatever mistake I did for the other people, I need to pay him, or maybe somebody, I need to resolve the matter, right? So yes, definitely, I think confidence, with confidence comes success, and with success comes confidence. So they are directly proportional to each other. So I have answered the three questions, and if you want, I can go for the fourth one as well.
If you want to, please go.
Okay, sure. So the fourth question says, okay, what usually triggers your anger, and how do you calm yourself in that moment? Okay. Um, okay, if I talk about me, I would say I'm a little bit, you can say, I have a very aggressive mindset. I sometimes get very restless as well. And this is coming from self-realization and, self-reflection. Maybe I can be judgmental at times, or maybe I can get you can say very short-tempered person. But on the second hand, I have a balance within oneself as well. So I keep a check on myself that I should not get angry at the wrong moment. So anger is a double-edged sword, right? So just like a sword has two edges, the anger also has two edges, right? So one is positive and one is negative. So if you use anger in a negative way, it will actually harm you. On the other hand, if you use that particular anger for your own goals, for to set out to achieve your own goals, then I think that is the best weapon that you have. To give an example, I will give you an example as well to make my point home. So let's say, this is a hypothetical example. Let's say you work for a company and you are working there for the past 1 or 2 years, right? And what happened is, let's say the job market is not good and your company is undergoing losses on a year-to-year basis. So what happens is that your boss is actually has your boss has no option, that he wants to cut you out from the company. So let's say one day your boss calls you and says that we don't want you to work here anymore, and he fires you on the spot. So what happens is that even you did so much for the company, you gave so much time to the company, and what happened eventually, that the company is actually firing you off without giving a notice. So, and at that point of time, you need to understand that will if I shout at my boss, or if I show anger to the other people, okay, will that solve the problem or not? I think in such a such kind of situation, I think what one should do is, instead of showing anger to your boss, I think you should resign there then and itself, without creating any ruckus, without creating any problem. And if you have potential, if you have the skills already within yourself, you will find another job. You will work for another company. I think this is what I believe in. Okay, if somebody doesn't wants to continue with me or doesn't want to talk to me, I think it is their loss, right? And it is my benefit. I will work for some other company. I will work for a better opportunity. I have no I don't want to work with people who don't want to work with me. I respect people who respect me. So this is the way I think about things. And you need to just resign from the particular company and find another job, because you already have the skills, you have the talent, and there is no limited options of the companies available, and you can find another job. So there is no need to actually fight with your boss or fight with the company. So just give the resignation, and give some interviews and work for some other company. So this is a way practical things work. And coming to the second part, okay, how do you calm yourself in the moment? So like I said before, I think I have some kind of self realization and self reflection. And sometimes when I get angry, I calm myself that this is not the correct way to deal with the situation. I think I need to be more sensitive, and I need to handle the situation in a much more practical way, in a much more pragmatic way. So I calm myself down and I handle it very politely. To give an example, okay, it recently happened, I think 1 or 2 days back. I think I went to a shop, and the shopkeeper was actually some I don't know what happened. He was in a very fighting kind of mood, and he was showing disrespect or something. He wanted to fight with me just for. I just asked for some what is the price of that particular thing, and he got irritated or something. Maybe he was having a bad day. I don't know, but he was trying to fight with me. So what I said, I realized that this particular person is in an aggressive tone, and he just wants to fight. He doesn't want to listen to the other person. I understood, okay, and let's say if I was in my earlier days, I would have fought with that particular person. But since I have some self-realization and self-reflection, I understood that this particular person is maybe having a bad day, or maybe he something bad happened to his life. Maybe his dog died, or maybe he got divorced with her wife or something, or maybe something bad happened to him. That is why he's showing that frustration to me. So it is not that he's angry about me. He's angry in his own life. So I understood this particular point, and I just calmly handled the situation. So I think this kind of things happens with self-realization and self-reflection. You understand the different perspectives, and understand the things from the other people's lenses as well. So I think I handled the situation pretty well. I paid him. I paid him extra also. I actually don't care about money. I care about the respect the other person shows. So I handled the situation in a calm and smooth manner. I think everybody faces these kind of situations on a day-to-day basis. I think we should all handle things in a much more a calm manner and in a pragmatic manner, like the way I did. So I think this is the way about it, because we live in India, and these kind of things happen on a day-to-day basis. So we can't fight with everybody. So we need to pick and choose our fights, and we have to fight only at the point which is at the point which is very necessary that you have to raise your voice. Otherwise, you just be calm, you just be within your own self, and you just handle things very calmly. So that's about it. I answered all the 4 questions. Please give me feedback, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Khabib, for answering all the questions. It was beautiful to listen you. But you are actually a knowledgeable person. You have a lot of knowledge, but it was like you were talking to yourself, and to get the information what you are talking, I had to run. I had to run over your informations. So if you could slow down just your pace, it would be really good. You have to engage your audience. You have to talk to with your audience, not to yourself. Are you getting my point?
Okay, okay. So you mean to say I was speaking a little bit faster, right? I need
Yeah.
to slow down
It
the
was
tempo a
like
little bit.
you are just talking to yourself, and you didn't give so much personal example to the first 3 questions, and you loaded with a lot of examples in the fourth question. It was good. You are actually knowledgeable, but structure management, time management, I think you haven't gave that much idea to that. No, I don't think I did do. I need to do that thing. I didn't give that much weight to that, I guess. So yes, as an eligible person, you gave all the answers beautifully. And in the second question, I guess you got a little bit more confused. First, you say it is easy to say sorry. Then you got to the point that it is now not easy to say sorry. So yes, I guess you have come and just read the question and started to speak. That's why you didn't manage those kind of things. But it was really beautiful to listen you. So first thing would be talk to us, not talk to yourself. So that's all feedback from my side. And for further in details feedback, Samira ma'am will give you. Samira ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, Aishwarya. By the way, it's really a nice name you're having. Well, so let's move to the feedback. Khabib, you spoke really well, but it would be great if you could have improved your articulation. Okay, the initiation you said in my mind, according to me, I think so. Altogether, you is not a good way to initiate an answer for a question. Right. The question was, I guess, what does peace of mind look like in your daily life? So it could be like, according to me, or simply go with, I think, I believe. Okay, one of these, not altogether. We could say, according to me, peace of mind is when my thoughts are calm and I feel mentally relaxed. Or you could also say, to me, peace of mind means having mental clarity, or even you can add like staying calm even during the busy or stressful days. Right, that's a good way to initiate something. Well, when you were answering even for the second question, it was about hard. Like harder, the word harder is there. You can check that out. Like, is it harder to say sorry or to forgive? Why? See the word harder. Okay, so you said hard to say sorry. So I totally understand you said hard to say sorry, but it should be like it's hard to say sorry. And again, you made the same mistake simultaneously. He did a mistake, you did a mistake, I did a mistake. It should be he made a mistake. And the reputation. You also made the reputation. A few of these sentences, like you said, he committed the mistake, she made the mistakes again, even repeatedly. Okay. And you said, I always forgive others. It's not about like what you always do, what you are habitual with. The questions, look at the question. Is it harder to say sorry or to forgive? It's like what you're trying to do. Okay, for an example, you could say, I always try to forgive others even when it's hard. Yep. Okay. And it's like something you said, I think, or maybe you said, I guess forgiveness is a virtue. Well, it should be like this. I believe. I believe. Okay, I'm not saying like it's a grammatical mistake. It's not a grammatical mistake, but the choice of word. Okay, I'm saying I mean it. So you could say, I believe forgiveness is a virtue. Okay, instead of saying, I think forgiveness is a virtue. It's not about thinking. There is nothing to do with thinking. Okay, well, it's your belief. It's a strong belief, and it's well established. A code sometimes, okay? And it's like you did some mistakes or she did some mistakes. Okay, that was repetitive though, but you said that's why you are like saying sorry. That time you were directing or referring to the host, I guess, or us here, your audiences. Okay, so that was your way to engage, your way to connect with the audience, but it should be a bit more effective and articulated. So you could say like people say sorry instead of saying like she or you did mistakes and why. That's why you say sorry to others. So just say people say sorry because they realize their mistakes. Because we all make mistakes and it's natural as a human making mistakes. Okay, that way it could be a bit more effective. Okay, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, I'm listening. You are audible.
Yeah, thank you. And apart from that, when you were answering, I guess like confidence, something regarding confidence, you were saying confidence come from the success or from self-acceptance. Okay, confidence. You said confidence definitely comes from the success. Success, confidence, they are completely proportional. The word you use, proportional. Could you repeat after me? Say proportional.
Uh, Proportional, ma'am. I said directly proportional, proportional.
Okay, yeah, proportional to each other. Okay, that's a good sentence. But you could have used the connector here, the junction, to build completely the sentence. Like confidence definitely comes from success. Success and confidence are. There is no need to say THEY, they. They're not the person. Person. It's not the person. Okay. So it's better to say success and confidence are directly, directly, okay, not completely proportional to each other. Okay. I hope that's clear to you. And lastly,
Thank
what
you,
I'm
ma'am.
gonna
Thank you.
say, you know, you said you are became like aggressive person. Yeah, I'd like to suggest you not to represent yourself because you know it will give a negative reflection regarding your personality. Here, people are listening. We are listening to you, your audiences. You should have never given a negative data or information or reflection regarding yourself. You just try, just show that there is like you are trying hard but it's not being as it is, but you are trying at least something like this way you could represent like it could be like this way. I usually get angry. I usually get angry when people are disrespectful. You are showing a reason. Okay, because being an aggressive person, you know, is given a negative, um, you can say data or information regarding you. So you must show a
No,
reason
ma'am.
why you
Ma'am,
get,
I meant
and sorry,
I am
and
aggressive towards my goals, and that's what I meant.
Khabib, please listen to first. Listen first,
okay,
ma'am.
okay, yeah,
Then
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
yeah,
Continue.
yeah. Actually, I was okay. Yes. So what I was saying that you could say what you usually do. I usually get angry when people are disrespectful towards me, towards my action. That time it could be a reason, a meaningful reason to get angry. Okay. But you can also show a contrast by adding a connector. But I remind myself to take a moment to take a breath or whatever. You can add something like this and think before reacting. I mean, still, you are supporting the fact you are an aggressive person. In the same time, you are showing the reason. Yeah, that's good. And you already mentioned. Yeah, that's I agree with you, and that was the feedback for you. Just work upon your word choice and articulation, and know the better way to connect with the audiences who are listening to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, one final question I would like to ask regarding the tempo and the pace. The pacing was actually too fast, or was it understandable, ma'am?
Yeah, it was too fast. As Asheria gave you the feedback regarding on your speed and peace.
O- Okay, ma'am.
So
I will
keep it
definitely
in
work on my
mind.
speed. And one final question, ma'am. What would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10?
Sorry, come again. Rate
Ma'am,
what?
what would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, ma'am?
Okay, your speed. On your speed, what I would like to rate you. Okay, well, it should be around 6.5. If I if I give you according to eyes perspective.
No, ma'am, I'm not actually asking about the speed. I'm asking overall, whatever examples I gave, whatever the content I gave. So overall, what would you
The content
give?
was really, really great. Just need to work on your speed, okay, and way of articulation, the initiation and the conclusion, okay, and how you are choosing words better to express your contemplate. Okay, that's the thing you need to work upon only. Others, the content, and I know you spoke by your heart. Thank you. Thank you so
Yes,
much
ma'am.
for
Thank you so much.
participation.
So, ma'am, overall it's a 6.5, right?
Yes, 6.5.
Okay, ma'am. I will definitely work towards improving myself. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mom, could you please add my name into the list?
Okay, I will. And thank you, Samara ma'am, for in-depth feedback. And Khabib, thank you. And you are actually a knowledgeable person. You just need to work how you can appeal to the audience, not other things. And now with
Thank you so
this,
much, ma'am. I will definitely work towards it. Thank you so much.
yes, and with this, we are moving forward our next participant. So, SC, as you are now here, I guess you are ready to answer the questions.
Mom, could you please
Yes,
add
ma'am.
my name also in the list?
Yes, Ang Soni, I will add your name. SC, are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am. I am
Okay, you
ready.
can proceed now.
Yeah. Good evening to everyone. I am Ankit Chauhan, and today in grooming session there are four questions. Starting with the first, what does peace of mind look like in your daily life? So, uh, the word peace of mind can be different for different persons. For me, peace of mind means something that gives me relax and some activity which I like in daily life. And if I do those activity accordingly and timely, those things give relaxation and peace of mind. Such as if I study daily and 2 to 8 hours. So if I follow daily such routines, and if I play badminton, I play daily, and if I do exercise in morning and I continue that exercise, all these things is peace of mind for me. So second question is it harder to say sorry or to forgive, and why? So yeah, it is also part of personality of someone to say sorry or to forgive. If I make mistake, so it is our responsibility to accept the mistake, and uh, and also to say sorry, because if we do these things, it give our good personality to others, because others who know me that I have done mistake and I am not accepting the mistake, that other will think negative for me. So that's why every person who make mistake should accept the mistake and say sorry. And other thing, forgive. If someone uh, make mistake and he confess his mistake, so also forgive him, because forgiving others is also a personality of a person. So, and the fourth question, okay, what usually triggers your anger and how do you calm yourself in that moments? So, if a person is from his heart and if a person is pure and someone blame his and someone talk something negative about that person, these things actually trigger the anger to that person, and in that case he becomes anger. And how we can calm our anger? So just we should ignore, okay, such kind of person. For me, if someone speaks some negative, so I don't argue, just I ignore that person, and I always ignore and never I see him again. So for me, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, AC, for beautiful answer. And your speed was good, it was understandable, but your answers were really short. So they needed more content to feedback, give you more feedback about this. And you gave short examples, but you gave good examples. You gave your personal experience, that was good. I would recommend you to join more and try to speak more and more. Okay. And
Yeah,
for
ma'am.
yes, and for further feedback, Samaira ma'am will give you.
Okay. I guess it was AC, right? AC.
AC. Yeah.
Oh, well, it was really nice listening to you, AC, and I really loved the way you started or initiated your answer for the first question. What does peace of mind look like in your daily life? So you started this way, like for me, to me, okay, peace of mind. Peace of mind means keep me relaxed. Just say peace of mind means staying relaxed. Staying relaxed. Okay? It's not keep me relaxed. Staying relaxed. ED plus ED. Okay? And you said if you do exercise daily, you do it. If I play daily, I play or something, you without taking any pauses in between or adding or utilizing any sort of connectors or junction in your sentence. So I felt kind of like you need to know or learn the use of connectors in it. Okay, so it could be like I feel peaceful when I exercise or when I do exercise or play every day or play daily. Or you can also say daily exercise and playing games really help me to stay in that peaceful state. Okay, that also could work. And apart from that, when you are talking about the forgiveness, that was really fantastic. I really appreciate regarding the content and the soulful answer. Look at that. When you are saying every people, it's like every people. People is plural, right? People. People is plural. It's plural, so don't say every people, every person, every person. Okay? Yes, or you can say everyone. Everyone is not every people should accept the mistake and should say sorry. It could be like everyone should accept their mistake, their mistakes, and say sorry. Okay? And uh, I guess the articulation here, this could be like if you use this, I believe, yeah, it works mostly in terms of when you are giving a motivational speech. So it can work better here. You could say, I believe everyone should take the responsibility of their mistakes or their action or word and be ready to apologize. So it shows the maturity and depth of their understanding, or you can also add the word strength, okay, or you can replace with it. So depends on you. Okay, that was the thing, and it could be a little bit more elaborated. And lastly, I like to say regarding your pronunciation, relaxation, it's relaxation. Don't say relaxation, it's relaxation. Don't say mistake, say mistake, mistake. Don't say should, say should. Don't say just, say just. Just. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much for participating.
Thank you, ma'am. I will
Thank,
work on that. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
thank you, Samira ma'am, for your valuable feedback, and thank you, SC, for participation. It was really beautiful to listen you, and we really request you and to participate more and more in upcoming grooming sessions. So, with this, we are moving forward with our next participant, Mahir. Mahir, you are
Good evening, ma'am.
good. Good evening. Actually, okay. Good evening. So, you are ready with your answers.
Yes, ma'am. I have to answer two questions only. Am I right?
Actually, you have to answer three questions, and if you
Okay,
want to
ma'am.
answer two questions, it's also okay.
Okay.
Okay, you
So
can proceed.
let me. Okay, ma'am. So the first question is that what does peace of mind look like in your daily life? So for me, peace of mind means self-expect, like expecting myself. We all have some positive side and we have some also weaknesses. That if we accept that, then we can make ourselves confident, and we have also emotional control. If we control our emotions, then obviously we can achieve our inner peace. And we also if I have a purpose and clarity in my life, why I am doing that, what is my main purpose and goal, if I work on that thing, then it's also giving me peace of mind. And another thing is that no boundary for me, like I don't have any kind of problem financially, or what type of activity I want to do, I can do, or I can establish. Suppose I try to buy a new car, I will buy that. I want to make my own gym. I don't have any kind of problem like money problem, etc. So what type of things I want to do, I can do. No limitation for me. That type of activity gives me peace of mind. And also some good habits, if I follow religious type of things like attend my prayer, that will also give me lot of peace of mind. And meditations, mindful type of activity, mindfulness, this type of work also give me the thing. And let me see the question. Yeah. And the third question, do you believe confidence comes from success or from self-expectance? So I think it's come from self-expectance. How you expect yourself. We all have some lacking. I mentioned last time. If we accept ourselves, we all are fail in our life. So we should accept our failure and we should work on that. And we try to find out our weakness and strength also. When first we should accept ourselves, then we find out our strength and our weaknesses, and we should work on that. Then we become confident, uh, and we also become successful. So success also gives us lot of confidence. But let me see the question. Yeah. But self-expectance is the key to boost your confidence all the time. And I try to answer the last question. What usually triggers your anger, and how do you clean yourself in that moment? Uh, so when I see someone's judge me or do wrong thing with me, I become angry. And someone's insulted me or disrespected me, that's also makes me angry so much. And if I expect anything and another thing happen with me, and it makes me a lot of troubles. That also makes me angry. And if someone's neglected me or didn't give me attention, so it was happens with everyone maybe, or unexpected thing happen with you, that that time we all become angry, and how we control ourselves that time. So we should take a deep breath and try to make our mind claim. If we try to take any decisions that time, it will be wrong decisions for everyone, for us and the persons, and lot of harmful thing will be happen. So we should control ourselves. We should take a break. We should don't do that time any kind of decisions, and try to make the environment also good. Okay, try to do exercise if you face this type of problem. And for me, I just eat some food, that's helped me to control my anger. When I become so much angry, I try to eat more and more food, and it's healthy. But for other people, maybe meditations help them, and positive self-talk. If they talk themselves positively, then they can find the solution. So that's all, man.
Thank you, Mahir, for your beautiful answer. It was really grateful to listen you. But not but. Okay, let's go with your feedback. So, in the first question, please mark these things. What does peace of mind look in your daily life? The question was in your daily life, but your answers were like, this is peace of mind. This thing is peace of mind. This thing is a peace of mind. So we are actually here for a thing, public speaking. We're speaking to public, and here we all are practicing our authenticity, how unique our answer is. So you should have give uniqueness to your answer, right? And so you just define this thing is peace of mind, that thing is peace of mind. You didn't give what is peace of mind for you, and in your daily life how it looks like. So we really wanted to know about that thing. You can work on those things. You can really work what unique thing I can add, those people will like to listen. Then in the third question, do you believe confidence? In that question, yes, I really wanted to get your personal experience in that too. You didn't compare those both things, and you said from success it get confidence, but from the journey of success to get confidence, there are also something, some story happens. So you could have described that. You really need to lengthen and use storytelling skill in your answer. In the fourth question, you you mentioned about self awareness. It was really good. You gave your personal experience. By playing sport you gets released from your anger. It was really good. Your fourth question's answer were really good. And for now, in-depth analysis and feedback, Samira ma'am will help you.
Well, thank you so much, Ashwarya and Mahir. You spoke really well. Well, so now let's talk about your feedback. Even though the initiation was good, but right after your first sentence, what I felt personally, you lose the track. And you started like we have, she has, we also. Sometimes you left your sentences, keeping it incomplete. First, complete the sentence you are talking, you're speaking. Frame it better, frame it completely. Then you can go with the next sentence. Okay, so what I felt like peace of mind. This is, you give an example, this is my peace of mind, or this is what I feel uh, like how you define the peace. Okay, I guess this is how you represent it. When the question was, what does peace of mind look like in your daily life? Right. So it could be like peace of mind for me, or to me, peace of mind. This way you could start. Okay. So it's always we talk about the contemplate and state of mind. Whenever someone asks me regarding peace of mind, then we think about these words, these vocabularies, right? So it could go this way. Peace of mind for me means having a calm heart, and you can also use these vocabs like overthinking, stress, and also free. These words could come here. These way, like having a calm heart and no overthinking. So when my days goes smoothly, or you can say I finish my task or every task, so you feel productive, meaningful, and that gives you peace, right? Yes. And somewhere you mentioned regarding your habits, like you said, if I follow some good habits. Okay, so good habits, you should have given a few examples. What are those good habits? Right. So try giving a few examples to make your speech more lively and engaged. Okay. And apart from that, when you were answering, yeah, you skipped the second question, I noticed, and since you were supposed to choose an answer on the three questions of this. So you said you believe in the confidence. I guess that for that questions you answered like, so you went like self acceptance. Yeah, you choose self acceptance, but I was expecting a little bit better answer from your side, because self acceptance, whatever you choose, it has a lot to speak. There are a lot of more content you could bring in it. For example, you could show a contrast as well. Do you believe confidence comes from success or from self acceptance? Success or self acceptance? Look at this question. Here we are having two words, success and also self acceptance. It's not all the time I will say, yeah, I want to emphasize on self acceptance, and I'm showing some reason. And why not success? You must say or add something regarding it, since you are having the word self in your question. So you could say like success can give you a boost, but when um it comes about confidence, so you could say when you accept who you are, okay, and you don't wait for others to make your things, make your works to be done, or feel confident. Okay, so self acceptance builds the real confidence. There are many more ways to say, but the way you initiate it, like I think it comes from self acceptance. Okay, that was good, but could be a little bit more elaborative, and also showing a contrast why and why not. Okay, and apart from that, when you are answering for the last question was regarding being sorry, something like this. Let me take the question once again properly. Well, it was triggering, okay, anger. So triggering, what usually triggers your anger, and how do you calm yourself in that moment? Okay, that was the question. Yeah. So, especially that very moment, let me tell you how you answered. More likely, when someone judge me, I become angry. If someone neglect me, I become angry. If someone is not giving me attention, I become angry. So this is how your answer. Okay, you articulated your answer. Okay, so it's not like uh, judge me, I become angry, or someone neglect me. Okay, this could be like this way. I usually get angry when I feel judged or ignored by someone. Okay, are you getting me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Your feedback was great feedback for me. You finished, ma'am? Or
Okay, okay, okay. And instead of repeating the same, like, I feel angry, 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 I get angry again and again, just say, I get hurted. Like, yeah, it hurts when people don't give me attention, but I try. practice stay calm, but or just by reminding yourself, or you can say myself, not to take things personally or so seriously. Okay, that's how you could cover the whole concept without harming your self, um, you can say your thoughts or your belief. Well done, Mahir. It was really a nice try. I'd like to mention a few more pronunciation mistakes you made. Staff, step, S-H-E-T-P, like this. It was sounding, but it's not S-H, it's S, step, step. Okay, and it's not establish, establish. It's not peace, it's peace, peace of mind, peace of mind. Okay, I hope
Oh,
I
thanks.
am audible.
Yes, thanks, ma'am, for your valuable feedback. Next time when I try to participate in grooming session, I will prepare myself. Then it will be good for audience and for me too. Thanks, ma'am.
So thank you so much. And don't say like this way. It's helped me. Sorry. It's better. Yeah, it's better. That's a good sentence, but it's helped me. It's not. It's helped me, or it's like it helps. It helps. It works. Okay. Well. So now we may proceed with our next participant.
Uh,
Okay,
can I?
thank you, ma'am, for your feedback. And thank you, Mahir. Keep joining, keep learning, keep enhancing. So, now we are moving our next participant, Amaratna. Anks Joshi, you can participate after Amaranta. Okay? Okay, so Amaranta, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Good evening, Mom.
Good evening, and how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Thanks for asking. What about you?
Mm, Yes, I'm also feeling good after listening a lot of perspectives, and I'm eagerful to listen you too. So now you
Um,
can proceed.
sure. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm really grateful to be here and to share this space with you today. These questions made me pause and reflect quietly, and what I'm about to share comes from my own experience and understanding. So, pardon if I make any mistake. Yeah, and let me dive into the first question now. Okay. So the first question is okay, what does peace of mind look like in daily life? So for me, peace of mind is not about having a perfect life. Honestly, life is never perfect, right? So what peace of mind means to me is feeling calm inside, even when things around me are not going well. You know, um, it is that feeling where your heart feels steady, even if your day feels messy. So, in my daily life, peace of mind looks very simple. Okay, it looks like waking up without too much fear. It looks like doing what I can, and then letting go of what I cannot control. Over time, I have learned that everything does not need my reaction. Okay, some things just need my acceptance. Actually, when we stop fighting reality, the mind becomes lighter, and we breathe better, we think clearer. So let's take an example from Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, uh, uh, he is a strong example for this question. His life was full of pressure, struggle, and criticism. Still, he chose simplicity, truth, and discipline because of that, even when the world around him, was restless, his inner world, his inner voice stayed calm. And once he said, peace is not the absence of conflict, okay, but the ability to cope with it. So for me, peace of mind is not something we find outside, but it's something we slowly build inside. Well, let's move forward to second question. Is it harder to say sorry or to forgive? Honestly, I feel forgiving is harder than saying sorry. Why? Saying sorry is difficult. Yes, it hurts uh, the ego. Okay, it hurts the ego, but forgiving is deeper. And forgiving means letting go of pain that stayed with us for a long time. And that is not easy, we know. But sometimes we hold on to anger because it feels familiar, but slowly it becomes heavy. And for this question, let me take a example, okay, from Nelson Mandela's, okay. His life really shows this clearly. He spent 27 years in prison, and he lost time, freedom, and peace. Still, what he do when he came out, he chose forgiveness. Not because the pain was small, but because he wanted to live free inside. We can see here, okay? So what I understand from this is simple. When we forgive, we are not saying what happened was right, but we are saying our peace matters more than our anger. And once he said, forgiveness liberates the soul. It removes fear. So for me, forgiveness is not weakness. It is quiet strength. Now let me move forward to question number 3. Does confidence come from success or self-acceptance? So to be honest, I believe confidence comes from self-acceptance, not success, because success can make us feel confident for a while, but when failure appears, that confidence fades and less. It is rooted in believing in ourselves. That is why some people lose confidence after one setback, while others stay steady even during difficult times. So, and what I have noticed is this: confident people, okay, are not perfect. They simply accept who they are, and they know their weaknesses, but they still show up. Okay, they still show up. They do not wait to become flawless because before believing in themselves. And for this, I want to take an example from Oprah Winfrey. So her life is a beautiful example for this question. Why? She faced poverty, rejection, and deep personal pain, but she was, she was even told what she was even told she was not suitable for television, okay, and still she accepted her story instead of hiding it. That acceptance gave her confidence long before success arrived. And once she said, think like a queen is not afraid to fail. And let me take an example from Jack Ma. Okay, Jack Ma's journey, teaches the same lesson here. He failed many times. He was rejected from jobs, rejected by universities, and even rejected from when he applied to KFC. Okay, people loved his English and doubted his ideas, but he never rejected himself. Instead, what he do, but instead what he did, he accepted who he was, trusted his vision, and kept going long before Alibaba succeeded. So his confidence was already strong because it came from self-belief, not approval. We can see here, and in my own life as well, I have felt this different too. There were many moments. Okay, sorry. There were moments when I doubted myself, especially when results did not come quickly, but slowly, I learned that waiting for success to feel confident only creates fear for me. So the moment I started accepting myself as a learner, as someone growing step by step, my confidence became calmer and more real. So for me, real confidence begins when we stop asking, "Am I good enough?" and start saying, "I am enough," even while I'm learning. Yeah. So let's move to the last question. What triggers anger and how can we calm ourselves? Well, in my experience, anger is often not about the situation. Okay, it's about what the situation touches inside us. And anger usually comes from hurt, disrespect, or unmet expectations. And honestly, reacting immediately never helps. For this question, Abraham Lincoln, understood this very well about anger. Okay, whenever he felt angry, he wrote letters expressing everything he felt, but he never sent them. He waited. He allowed himself to calm down. And because of that habit, what he became known. He became known for his wisdom and calm leadership. And when anger rises, what happens? I feel pausing is the most powerful thing we can do. Just stop for a moment, okay? Take a breath. Take a breath and create space. Um, once Viktor Frankl, he once said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. Okay, there is a space, and that space gives us power, it gives us dignity, and it protects our peace. So these are my honest thoughts. I'm still learning, still growing, and choosing to be gentle with myself along the way. Thank you for listening with such patience and openness, and thank you for this privileged opportunity to share my point of view. Yeah.
Thank you, Ramaranta. So beautiful answers from your side. It was really grateful to listen you. And I want to uh, I want to mention one thing. You are saying okay in between the sentence. So this thing okay. So this is not a two communication. You are not asking yes or no. So you really not need to say okay in between sentence. It actually creating a little bit of distraction when I am and the audience are concentrating in your sentence what you are actually trying to say. I don't think I really want to know more about Samira ma'am from this. If saying okay in between is okay, or it can give you negative point. And then your answers are really good. And as these questions are introspective question, we are really hoping for personal experience. But in the other way, your those examples are actually very good too. It never gave any negative impact. It was really good examples. And it was overall a really good explanation from your side. And for in-depth analysis, Samara ma'am will give you the feedback.
Well, Amarinta, To be honest, there is no words for you. You just nailed it. And I truly admire your, especially the content was really, really beautiful, well articulated, and beautifully projected every single sentence. What I'm gonna say, some uh, words, what I personally felt mispronounced. Okay, for an example, you said uh, example, example. Okay, it's example, example, ex. Okay, exa, example. Okay, especially when you were mentioning or referring a person like he was full of pressure and like some sort of examples you already have given in your speech. Also, the word ability. Maybe you said ability. It's ability. B-I. Okay, how many syllables we are having here? Ability. I'm talking of the sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ability. Okay, ability. So the stress should go on the second syllable. Ability. B-I-L should be stressed. Okay, and apart from that, the word you said except, except. It was sounding more likely like this, except like this, but it should be except, except. Here, except should go stressed, so you must say clearly, okay, except, not except, except. Okay, and it's not dignity, it's dignity, dignity, ding. Nisal sound, okay? Dignity. And the name you mentioned, the person name was Ibrahim. It's Ibrahim. It's not in Rahim or something you pronounced. It should be Ibrahim, okay? And apart from that, you have a tendency to, you know, I mean, in terms of tense, the tense you got messed up there at that very moment when you were given a few examples regarding the bibliography of a person, like he chose to forgive. Here it should be he chose to forgive. You are referring something, regarding to the previous actions or whatever happened in the history. It's a biography regarding someone, what that person did, how he lived his life, how he led, or what was his contribution. So many things, so many stuffs you mentioned. It was so beautiful and soulful, but the tense, you must be careful. He chose to forgive, not he chose to forgive. Okay, so this was the feedback for you. Apart from that, you were fantastic, a beautiful speaker, Amarinta, as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your lovely feedbacks, and I will definitely work on it.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Samira ma'am and Amaranta. So, are you actually saying okay in between the words, sentences?
Yeah, so I have to work on it. Actually, it's like a presentation, right? So we should work on it. I know it's become like it's become a habit for me. So I have to work on that. I know that. Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you so much
okay.
for pointing out. Yeah.
Yes, from Samira ma'am, I really want to know, is this okay? Is this going to give a positive impact or negative impact? I really want to know from Samira ma'am.
Okay. Even though it's not a big issue, but it's always better to avoid saying like that. It may break the flow of your speech.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you, Samira ma'am, and thank you, Amaranta. It was really beautiful. Keep learning, keep joining, keep enhancing. So now we are moving to our next participant, Anks.
Uh,
Uh,
good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, and now you can proceed with your answers.
Okay. Uh, Firstly, a very good evening to everyone. My name is Ansh, and I'm proceeding with the question number one that has been asked. What does peace of mind look like in your daily life? Before answering this question, it's very important to understand what peace in the real sense or in a very general term denotes. When I talk about peace in my life, I feel that peace is solely a connection between your body, mind, and the thoughts and the soul. When these four things are interconnected through a chain, that what represents peace. Peace in terms of your action, speech, and thoughts. When I talk about peace of mind in my daily life, in my recurring days, when you wake up in the morning, when I wake up in the morning, and that question of doing your schedule, doing your time with proper management is something that I generally find as a peace of mind. When I see my schedules, when I see my particular timetable of whole day, how each proceedings brings from means to end, and they are done on a time, on a particular schedule with no corrections, but only the applications in terms of action. That what for me is a peace of mind that I look in my daily life. I do cultivate the sense of peace of mind through yoga, meditation, having socialization with the people, and that not only give me the sense of believance, confidence, but a sense of individuality to introspect my actions. The question number second, is it harder to say sorry or to forgive? Why? For me, both part contains an equilibrium condition. To say sorry is something when you analyze your mistake, and to forgive is something that you pretend after the results. But for me, it is harder to forgive than to say sorry. Sorry is something that can come from your voice, come from your mouth after realizing the mistake. But forgive is something that is an emotional ground where you do something when you start feel so bad about it. It's an healing condition where you try to understand the scenario and try to give that judgment. It's a scenario that is a long strategical position. It's a long process. Saying sorry can be a term that denote for a point of time, but to forgive is something an analysis of a situation, a circumstances that you have been through your days, through your months. So I do feel that it is harder to forgive than to say sorry. The third question, do you believe confidence comes from success or from self acceptance? For me, no matter where you stand, no matter what you do, but confidence is your best accessory. That I have always been into the encapsulation. For me, confidence comes from self acceptance more than success. Self acceptance is a way to understand your failure. Self acceptance is a way to understand what are the mistakes you are doing in your life. Self acceptance is a way to polish your virtues, your goals, your ambitions, your qualities. And when like appreciation comes from home, charity comes from home, change also comes from within ourselves. When you understand what problems, what qualities you are facing in your life, whether in the terms of dishonest nature or something that is trickling and hindering your whole growth of development, you try to polish it, you try to redefine it, and that ultimately paves the path for your success. Thus, when you are understand the concept of self-acceptance, a sense of individuality, you automatically stand at the path what we call success. The last question, but not the least, what usually triggers your anger and how do you calm yourself in that moment? I do feel that anger is also a part of one's life and it comes with a certain situation. When I talk about my angerness, it generally comes at a time when I feel frustrated to the extent when I'm not able to complete my tasks, my goals, my ambitions, especially on time. When you are not able to put your whole hard work, you try to do, but it not able to correct on a time. At that particular point of time, as on very personal note, I feel anger. I try to calm down all these things by doing the part of meditation and yoga that I have told earlier. And that always provide me a way to calmness to my soul, to my mind, to my body. This sense of anger is not, I would say, in a negative sense, because when there's no pressure, there's no expectation. And when there's no expectation, there's no way to do the best you can. So I feel that anger, in terms of frustration, is a part of one's pressure that one feels, and that ultimate paves the path for one's expectations to do the best. I always see anger as a part of everyone's life, but to have a control on your anger, to be able to control on your emotion, is something that I always feel as a way to calm oneself in that moment. Because actions taken in anger, action taken in a negative way, is not the action that you really performed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sony. It was really beautiful, more than beautiful. It was that much perfect. I really want to know. Have you answer? Have you pre-scripted this answer? Have you just have you
Sorry.
write down this answer?
No, ma'am. No,
Actually,
ma'am.
what I okay. Oh
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
Aishwarya, that's a good question. Actually, I heard him. It's been 1 year back. I heard him. It was grooming session 2.0. Okay, for the first time, I heard him, and I'm totally got surprised. It was on the spot that time, and I know that his capability and level of speaking. So it was not scripted.
Oh, then it's
Uh,
more
on
than
a very
amazing.
personal, on a very personal note, I always embrace the quality of speaking, the speech that you put out of your heart, what you really feel has your own perspective. It's very normal. It's very simple to speak, because when your thoughts are of yours, your own heart, it speaks out. So, ma'am, it is not a pre-scripted concept. It is just a combination of your heart, mind, and soul, what you speak.
Wow, wow, Angs, wow. It was really good then. It was best ever. You can. So there is no feedback from my side. Samira ma'am will tell if anything needed more.
Well, even though, Anj, I hope you already got the feedback. Yeah, that's true. There is no feedback for you. Um, but yeah, a little bit more if I give you feedback on your pronunciation. Even though your pronunciation 99.9% was correct, I was listening to you very carefully. But apart from that, what I can mention for you, the word INDIVIDUALITY, this word you have mentioned for twice in your whole speech. While pronouncing the word for the first time, it was sounding kind of like visuality, individuality. Right. So do you think it should be individuality or individuality?
Ma'am, I think the second one, individuality.
Yes, yes. J sound, individual, duality. All should be stressed. Okay, so this word is having ultimately 6 syllables. Individuality. Okay, so individuality. So individuality. Okay, the stress should go on ality, but I tried to mean it should be Z or J. That time it was sounding like kind of Z sound. Z. Okay, so it should be J sound. I mean J sound. Duality. Duality. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And apart from that, while concluding, while concluding your speech, somewhere like you said, I get angry when I feel frustrated. So it should be frustrated when I feel sorry, I hope, yeah. So it should be frustrated. Just add extra ed. That's what you missed. And also, it's not I feel anger. It should be I feel angry. Feel angry. Okay. I get angry when I feel frustrated. I feel angry. these are the right infrastructure of a sentence. We can say I usually get angry when I feel frustrated, or the word you can also bring overwhelmed. That's a very good word. Yeah, that's when emotions hits hard or harder. Okay, so it was really a great speech from your side, which was really I should say in one word, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Mom. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It means a lot. It is one of the longest word of English. Even I am not able to speak it on a very right way, but it means a lot getting appreciation from you, Ashwarya, ma'am, and from the participants also who are there in the group. And ma'am, even I have also got a lot of direct messages also from many of the candidates. So it means a lot. But it also makes me to inspire each and every time, and also makes me to do my best at all the level. I will try to inculcate all the values, all the lessons, all the advice which have been provided by both of you. And thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for your participation. There is no doubt you're gonna be an inspiration in future. I see you have the spirit and the courage in you. So keep going, keep practicing, and keep shining.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Samara ma'am, and thank you, Angsoni. We are really want you to really want to listen from you more and more from the upcoming grooming sessions. Please do join. And thank you, Angsoni. It was really beautiful, and I really think that was pre-scripted, so you can understand.
Oh,
And
works. No issues.
okay,
You know what
so now
happened? Suddenly, I joined a VC a few days back. That group, uh, yeah, that group was having people full of native speakers. Yeah, basically they were from US and UK, and I was speaking there, and I just met them for the first time, and they said like, "Is it a bot or AI?" Then I said, "I'm a human. It's not a bot." Then they did not believe it, or they just were blaming me like I'm using like a voice changer or something. They blamed me. Okay, but I don't take it for serious. So here it goes the same to Ange. It's so flawless and so beautiful that someone can easily mistake you like it was prescripted, even though it was not.
Ma'am, I think most of the people see me this because the questions are already uploaded on the VC, so everyone can see it, everyone can write it, and then speak. But ma'am, what do I feel that what you speak from your heart is something that counts the more, like rather than pre-scripted concepts. So I feel everything what you speak from your thought, that is of yours, from your heart, that matters the most.
Yes, yes, we know it was real. It was real and spoken by heart. Thank you. Yes, let's proceed with our next participant. We are having. If we don't have any more participant, we may wind
ma'am,
up conversation.
there are a lot of participants. So let's move with our next participant, Ved. Ved, are you here? Ved, can you listen me? Okay. If Ved can't listen, okay. So Naisa, hello Naisa, you are next now. Okay. So Naisa, you can proceed now.
Okay. I'm sorry, actually, I'm having network issue. So here I start. So the first question is okay. So the first question is, what does peace of mind look like in your daily life? Okay. So for me, peace of mind isn't something dramatic. It's very simple and quiet, and it's look like waking up without rushing and ending the day feeling like I gave my best, even if everything wasn't perfect. So peace is when my thoughts are not fighting with each other, when I'm not overthinking 10 things at once, and when I allow myself to just breathe. And sometimes peace comes from small things. And yeah, I've realized peace is less about what's happening around me and more about what's happening inside me. For example, like if something goes wrong, I try to remind myself not everything deserves my stress. Even if I have done what I can, then worrying doesn't solve anything. That mindset, that itself is peaceful. So peace of mind also shows up when I'm honest with myself, when I'm not comparing my pace with others, and when I accept that it's okay to take breaks and to grow differently. So I think peace doesn't always mean silence. Sometimes it means clarity. And when I know that um, what truly matters and let go of unnecessary cures, and I feel lighter, no drama, no overthinking, just a calm reminder that I'm doing fine and life doesn't need to be a race every day. So for me, peace of mind is not the absence of problems, but the presence of balance, a state where I feel calm, connected to myself, and in control of my emotions. So that's it. Now jump to the next question. The question is it harder to say sorry or to forgive? Why? Okay. So for me, actually both are difficult in in their own ways. So like if I really think deeply, I feel forgiving is a little harder than saying sorry. And saying sorry is a moment. Basically, it needs courage, honesty, and acceptance that I made a mistake. But forgiving someone requires time, emotional maturity, and sometimes a lot of healing. And when we say sorry, we take responsibility. But when we forgive, we we let go of our hurt, our ego, and a lot of expectations. And sometimes, the pain stays longer than we want it to. It's not that we don't want to forgive. It's just that our hurt needs time to trust again. And however, I also believe saying sorry isn't easy either. It means lowering our pride and admitting we are wrong. We were wrong. And many times people say sorry casually, but a real apology needs awareness and sincerity. But once we say it, the weight on our mind becomes lighter. And forgiving, on the other hand, is a process. It doesn't mean what happened was okay. It means I no longer want the moment to control my emotions. And in my experience, actually, both saying sorry and forgiving are signs of emotional strength, not weakness. Basically, sorry shows accountability, and forgiveness shows wisdom. And when these two meet, then relationship heal, and we also grow as a person. So yes, for me, forgiving is harder, but both actions require a brave heart, and one to accept the mistake and then the other to let it go. So that's it. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so do you believe confidence comes from success or from self acceptance? Okay, so I believe confidence um, begins from self acceptance, and success just adds layers to it. Because if we only depend on success for confidence, then failure will shake us instantly. Confidence comes from knowing who we are, our strengths, our weaknesses, our worth, then it stays stable when uh, when life doesn't go as planned. So self acceptance feels like telling yourself you're improving, you're learning, and it's okay not to be perfect. And when we accept ourselves, we stop comparing, we stop seeking validation, and we start growing at our own pace. And with that mindset, we begin to try new things. We take risks, we explore opportunities, and that courage itself leads to success. So success does boost confidence, no doubt. And when we achieve something, even a small goal, it gives a push, like a sense of, yes, I can do it. But that success is usually born from the confidence we already had while starting. It's like a cycle. Basically, self acceptance builds confidence, confidence leads to action, and actions bring success. For example, like when I try something new, I remind myself that I don't need to be perfect, just willing to try. That thought alone makes me feel confident, and even before any result comes. So, in my view, success can shine our confidence, but self acceptance is the foundation that holds it together. And when we believe in ourselves from within, success becomes a celebration, not a requirement for confidence. So, yeah, that's it. Now, the last question is what usually triggers your anger and how do you calm yourself in that moment? Okay, so actually, I don't get angry very quickly, but what triggers me the most is disrespect and unnecessary arguments. And, like, when someone talks in a rude tone or doesn't try to understand, even when I'm explaining calmly, it really tests my patience. And sometimes it's not even about the words, it's the attitude that makes me feel irritated. And another thing that triggers me is when things get chaotic and I have to too many tasks piling up at once. So it makes my mind restless. But over time, I have realized that anger doesn't solve anything. It only makes the situation heavier. So when I feel anger rising, I give myself a pause instead of reacting immediately. I either stay quiet for a moment, step away from the conversation, or distract my mind intentionally and honestly. Listen to music.
Nisa, are you speaking? Nisa, you are not audible to us. Nisa, can you rejoin again?
Sorry, got connectivity. Okay.
Okay, you can proceed from where you were.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was saying, like, listening to music, works like a magic for me. And like when I put on my earphones and listening to song, it feels like my emotions slowly settle and I get time to think with clarity rather than anger. So music helps me breathe, calm down, and respond instead of react. And most of the time, the answer is no. Like I believe anger is natural, but handling it wisely is maturity. So if I control my reaction, I control the damage. So I try to choose peace over impulse, and even if it takes a few minutes of silence and a playlist to get there. So yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Nisa. So your content were super delicious, super nutritious. So what I learned is peace is not silence but clarity. Yes, actually people think like if someone is getting in silence, it's peace. But for you, what is peace? Not for me. Actually, can be that. It can be. It will be actually clarity. If we have the clarity, we can get peace in even in the crowded area. So I learned this thing from you. No one have told till now, and you really add comparison, logical explanation, your balance, empathetical answers were all were top notch. So, in the fourth question, you are really self aware that anger is natural. It can happen to anyone, but how we really need to handle it, that's the actual game. So, it was really top notch answer, beautifully crafted. And for further explanation and in depth analysis, Samara ma'am will give you the in depth feedback.
Well, Nisa, well, what I'm gonna say to you, yeah, you spoke really well. It was well spoken, and your answer was both clear and concise. Okay, so I really appreciate that. Okay, and apart from that, if I mention regarding, yeah, I should say you hardly made mistakes. Rarely, it is rare that you made mistakes while speaking. Your speech was full of solid arguments and response, and you handled every question with elegant answer. So you are really a very good, eloquent speaker. There is no doubt. Well, and a few pronunciation if I say self-acceptance. Acceptance, it's ick, acceptance, acceptance. Okay, sa. It should be stressed. Okay, so apart from that, the ick, this should be visible, clear, self acceptance. Okay, and it's not I have realized that a reason why I have realized that should be I've realized that when you are utilizing has, have, had, you must know the verb should be in its past participle form, so it should be realized. Okay, and it's not sense of emotion. Sorry, signs of emotion. You were sounding like signs of emotion. It's sense, sense of emotion. Okay, and while initiating, the way you initiate it, for an example, sorry, it's not an example, that's a fact. When you were about to start your speech, uh, it was felt like you were not getting a way how to start. Right. Okay. Let me tell you what you did. Basically, for me, I think some sort of fumbling you also did that time. So it was not a good initiation. It could be like, to me, for me, I believe, I think just go with one of this, not altogether. Should not like you are hesitating. So it was noticeable that time. But apart from that, later when you started speaking and ended your speech, it was truly amazing with soulful and beautiful goal and insightful response. It's really good. Okay, Nisa, thank you. That was the feedback for you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for the feedback and whatever you say. I will keep it in my mind. So yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Samira ma'am, and thank you, Nisa. Now we are moving with our next participant, Asutosh Jena.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, so can I proceed?
Yes, yes, you can proceed now.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Astos Dina this side. I would love to share my experience with you.
Oh, Ashutosh, we can't hear you. Ashutosh, please rejoin again. Ashutosh, we can't hear you. Please rejoin again.
Hello,
Ye-
ma'am. I am audible right now.
yes, you are audible now.
Okay. So proceeding with my first question, what does peace of mind look like in your daily life? In my opinion, peace of mind does not mean having no problems, but it means having stability and balance when you are dealing with them. Also, in my opinion, peace of mind means accepting that what I can do and focusing on what I can do. So, how it is look in my daily life? In my daily life, peace of mind means peace of mind looks like waking up without having any anxiety and doing one task at a time without worrying about the next, and stop worrying about people's opinion constantly. So yes, these are the this is how peace of mind looks like in my daily life. Now, if I talk about the benefits of peace of mind in my life, when I have a clear mind, my daily simple things like work, household chores, conversation, rest, they everything feel light to me. And when my thoughts are clear, I took I took correct decision more in a quick way, and my decisions are less ego driven and more realistic and flexible. So proceeding to my next question, is it harder to say sorry or to forgive? I think it is harder to forgive someone than saying sorry. Now the next part, why? Because saying sorry to someone only requires courage for that particular point of time or that particular moment. But when we forgive someone, it requires emotional maturity over the time. When when someone hurts us, our ego holds onto that pain, and ego keep replaying it in our mind. So when we forgive someone, we it does not mean that we justifying their mistakes, but it means that we are freeing ourselves from that emotional burden, from that pain that our ego holds in our mind. So forgiving someone is like um, forgiving someone is choosing peace over pride. It is not that easy, it is difficult, but it is self-healing. Now, proceed to my next question. Do you believe confidence comes from success or from self acceptance? So, I believe that success comes from self acceptance, not from confidence only. Um, yes, confidence gives us, success gives us confidence, but it gives us in a temporary manner. Like if we don't accept ourselves, our confidence disappears when we fail. So when we so accepting ourselves, creating a inner stability. Sorry. So accepting ourselves, creating an inner stability, which means we are okay when things don't go perfectly. By accepting our weakness and our strengths, we learn faster, we take more risks, and we grow naturally. And the confidence that comes from these things are lasts longer than any success. So proceeding to my last question, what usually triggers your anger and how do you calm yourself in that moment? So my the triggers for my anger issue is misunderstanding and feeling unheard. Now, how do I calm myself? So there are two ways I calm myself. The first way is I take a pause. Whenever I got angry, I take a pause before responding or before reacting, and then I take few deep breaths and remind myself that reacting immediately only make things worse. And my second approach is to anger issue, that I sometimes change my focus. Means I step away whenever anger issues come to myself. I step away and I change my focus. When I become calm, I approach to that situation. I approach in a calm and realistic manner. I think in a less ego-driven way. These approaches helps me to protect both my peace and my relationships. So these are all my answers to these four questions. Thank you for listening me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ashutosh. So your content were really nice. So for that thing, we really wanted to know more. You could have add your personal experience to first two questions and first three questions. How you get your peace of mind? Actually, we learn. We didn't get from the one that I know peace of mind and the other thing other people don't know. So you have any you must have one process, one story where you get to learn the peace of mind of yours. So as your content was really good, we really wanted to know how did you get to learn these things. It could have give more interest, more engaging to audience. And in the fourth, you really gave your personal experience. That was good. Your speed, your rhythm were really good. And for further feedback, Samira will give if any needed.
Ma'am, I want to give my personal experiences or examples, but I think like being diplomatic is more safer than being personal. So, sorry, ma'am. It's my perspective.
Yes,
So,
yes, but these questions are introspective. It's actually asking in your daily life, how do you get peace of mind? So you have to give your perspective, your personal experience here.
okay, madam, if you really want to know how do I get, there is a meditation taught by Gautam Buddha known as Vipassana. Everyone can search it and research upon it. You will know it. It's a very good thing. I suggest everyone to try once this technique. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Well,
Ashutosh.
Ashutosh, you spoke well. Really good answer. And to be honest, you made very few hardly made mistakes in terms of grammar. But what I'm gonna give you the feedback based on your pronunciation. For an example, it's not peel, it's feel. F sound. Don't say peel, okay? It should be F, feel. Don't touch both of your lips together, okay? It's feel, okay? And apart from that, it's not decision. Decision, I guess you said decision. It's decision. 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 Ja sound. Ja. Okay. Decision. Okay. And it's not justifying. Don't say justifying. Say justifying. 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 Don't say accept or self acceptance. It's accept. Accept. K sound should be clear. Okay? Clearly say acceptance, acceptance. Okay? And it's not stability, it's stability, stability, stability. Okay? And don't say faster, say faster, faster. Okay? Don't say last, say last, last. Don't say misunderstanding, say misunderstanding, misunderstanding, not misunderstanding. Okay? And don't say pew, it's FEW, 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 food, not food, okay? Not pew, should say few. And don't say issue, say issue, issue. Okay? And don't say relationship, it's relationship, relationship, shh, relationship. So you are having the problem with S as a sound. Okay? And if I talk about your one sentence like you made lastly, I was listening to you so carefully. Okay, but I should say you you tried your best to articulate your points of view, and you were pretty capable to do it. It was fascinating. But lastly, what I'm going to mention, while talking about anger, you said when my anger issue come to me, or it should be when my anger issues come up, come up. It's a complex sentence. It must have a second part of this sentence, right? But it's not about coming or comes up something. When we talk about anger, okay, you must say, when I struggle with anger issues, I try to stay calm and handle the situation patiently or wisely. Okay, so I hope I was clear to you and it was a helpful feedback.
Thanks, ma'am. That's very insightful, and I really admire, appreciate your feedback.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Samira ma'am, and thank you, Asutosh. And Asutosh, they don't get astonished. Samira ma'am actually pronunciation queen. And ma'am, I can't disagree to those who have told you that you are might be someone AI or something. How can you be so perfect? Wow, ma'am. And we don't have any other participant. So in the list, so anyone from here want to participate in the grooming session? Just tell.
Aishwarya, I have added my name in the website just now.
Okay, so you can proceed now if you have the questions. And
Okay, yeah. Thanks. So, well, hello everyone. This is Anthony, and I'm going to answer. Uh, the questions are as follows: what does peace of mind looks like in your daily life? Well, interesting question. For me, the peace of mind looks like uh, when I'm having a day which is very much hectic, very much chaotic, like I'm having a lots of problems, and yeah, of course, lots of hardships, because uh, everyone have to agree on this fact that all of the things cannot go like you have assumed in the one night before. Things will go random and you have to manage through them. uh, and when my day looks like this, and I'm on my bed in the night time, then completely exhausted, of course, uh, then the sleep that I get, it is peace of mind for me for my day. Like, okay, I have completely like it was a productive day for me, and I cannot do much better than this. It was the best of mine. So this better sleep, I think, looks like a peace of mind, and I think I am able to interpret the question in a right way. If no, then tell me in the feedback. Anyways, is it harder to say sorry or to forgive? I believe that it is more harder to forgive people. uh, well, actually, it depends upon the people to people. Like, if you're the person who is very much upon yourself, like, if I commit the mistake, then it's all right. If someone else commit the mistake, then it's totally not fine. Then I think for you it's very much harder to forgive. And if you are someone who is very much egoistic, that how can I commit mistake, I am not the one who committed mistake, these people, but like these are these factors by which, and due to which I committed this mistake, then for you is it more it's more harder to say sorry. Talking about myself, it's very much harder to forgive, I guess. Yeah, for me it's very much harder to forgive people because damage has been done. Why are you saying sorry to me, bro? Like, if you have any way to recover that, then please let me know. Otherwise you have to compensate or whatever. My anger is justified, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong. So yeah, moving on to question number 3. Do you believe confidence comes from success or self acceptance? I think that success comes from self acceptance only. Because if you are successful only, because you have accepted your flaws, you have accepted your like strengths, and you have accepted your weaknesses, and you have worked upon your weaknesses to make them your strengths. Uh, other than this, I don't think so that you can get success in your domain, because domains can be different. So, and talking about confidence, so far as I have observed in my life, uh, I get the confidence from the self acceptance mostly, because like if there is anything which bullies you, which make you feel inferior than others, like it can be anything like caste, your race, your color, your dressing sense, maybe anything, whatever makes you inferior. If you are just accepting the way it is, like okay, I am this way, I will accept it, otherwise the people have their perceptions, then I think you get the confidence to express yourself. And after a while you will think that okay, it doesn't matter too much, people do not look after this, there are lots of things in the people's life, they have to look other things also, they do not look after you so many times. I think this helped me to gain self confidence too many times. I'm fumbling too much because it's been a long time for me speaking English. Anyways, question number 4. What usually triggers your anger? How do you calm yourself in that moment? Well, usually I have a lots of anger issues, to be honest. But usually the thing that carries me out anger is when I am not able to convey my thing. Like suppose a situation is thrown in front of me, and I want to convey my thoughts that okay, this is how I can, you know, overcome this problem, or this is what happened at that moment. I'm not able to convey that thing, then, or the other people do not want to accept that okay, you can, yeah, overcome through this, and you can do this and that, then I think it makes me, little bit anger, bro. I'm explaining you very hard, this is the best I can do. Like, I don't know what you want now. Like, do you want plans, do you want whatever you want? It is the best I can do, but you are not able to understand it then. And how do I calm myself? I think when these things happen, I try to go for workout, try to go for running, try to, you know have some sweat on my face. It boosts my adrenaline, and it really helps me to calm myself and give myself time to think about it, to accept it that I could have explained it in a more better way. So yeah, I think gym time and this time helps me too much. Me time, yeah, helps me too much to get rid of these anger issues. I think that's it.
Okay, Anthony, it was really good to listen you, and you tell that you were fumbling, but I couldn't really catch you that you were fumbling. So that was really good that you really recovered yourself really good, and your content was really good. And you asked in the first question your perspective of peace of mind is okay or not. Yes, it is really okay, and with life experience all get to learn about this. Peace is not demanded but created, and when it is created, and when we know that it actually gave peace in its own. So it was really beautiful insight, and your content were really good. For further feedback, Samara will tell you everything.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Anthony.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for your participation. And it was really, really amazing, well articulated. And I see your communication skills are absolutely spot on. Okay, so you made some excellent points there regarding yourself, your daily life. You tried your best to articulate it by your heartfelt. That's really amazing. Okay, so what I'm gonna say, uh, okay, the word was, tell me what's the right pronunciation of the word Observed. How do you
Observe.
pronounce the word? Sorry?
Observe.
Observed. Exactly. observed. So the word, while concluding, these words were sounding kind of like absurd sounds, but yeah, you're right. It's absurd, absurd.
Yeah, actually, sometimes
Okay.
I do when I when I speak in a continuous way. Sometimes I mispronounce them.
Yes, it was there. And apart from that, when you are initiating your answer, like for me, the peace of mind looks like, okay, it was really amazing. Um, Good way to initiate. You are showing or just trying to give self-reflection on your speech. That was a good way. Apart from that, what I'm going to mention a few sentences. For an example, you added the extra article somewhere, some of your sentences. For an example, when you're saying the peace of mind, okay, for me, the peace of mind looks like, or peace of mind means, okay, so it should be like for me, only say peace of mind. There is no need to inject the extra article in it, okay, just say for
Okay.
me, take a pause, and then say peace of mind means feeling satisfied with myself or the fact, whatever you mentioned with few examples, you could add later. But I'm not talking about the content, but I am talking the way of initiation, the way you could um, structure or project your sentences. Okay, and it's not everyone have to agree. You should say everyone has to agree. Everyone is singular. It's not plural. Okay? Are you getting
Okay.
me? So say everyone
Yeah, yeah.
has instead of saying have. Okay? And apart from that, when you were saying it is a productive day for you, yeah, it was a productive day. You explained a little bit regarding that day, whatever you did, what you do generally, and then you said can't do better much, but I was not getting the sentence like do much better than this. Okay, so I have a little bit doubt in it, like the sentence maybe you were trying to say if it is a productive day for you, you feel like you couldn't have done it better, something like this. I guess you tried to say this way, but it didn't went that way.
Yeah, I was trying to say
Anyways,
that it was my full potential. I couldn't have done better than this because of the time
yeah,
constraint.
yeah. Exactly. And when you're saying like a lots of, no, don't say a lots of. He said, usually I have a lots of anger issues. Say only a lot of or lots of. You will say a lot of or lots of. But saying together a lots of is incorrect. Okay?
Okay.
And it's not, it makes, you should say it makes. Okay, and you said it makes me a little bit anger. It should be angry. Okay, makes me a little bit sorry, little angry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, and apart from that, you were a genuine speaker on the moment. Nice listening to you. Maybe it's for the first time, but you nailed it. Thank you so much for your participation, Anthony.
Thank you so much for feedback, Samira ma'am and Aishwarya. Thank you everyone to listen me. That's Anthony for you.
Thank you, Anthony, and thank you, Samara ma'am. Ma'am, someone is asking, is Samara ma'am a AI assistant? So yes, ma'am is not AI assistant, but she is a good teacher. She is a best teacher and must have been a good learner before. So you can be like her by practice. So ma'am, we have no further participant. Would you like to end the session?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna wind up the session right now. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in this session and for becoming a fantastic, very good listener